Jake's in the net.
Jake, all right.
Yeah.
Any other lineup changes?
Yeah. Well, Dennis is going in. Marion will come out. Um, Again, not that he's been playing poorly, but in order to get Dennis in, a right winger has to come out. So it'll be Marion today. And Thomas is going in for Joel.
Dennis go right back with Bennington.
He's going to go with 14 and 34, or 18 and 14 line they played together earlier in the year.
So who's playing with Tyler now?
Glennie and Vladdy. And you've got Petey, Faxi, and Rads.
Why do you want to break up that second line?
Because for the last 5 periods, they've done nothing. I know they scored a goal early, but after that, it's been negative. So, yeah, there was nothing happening. That doesn't mean we won't go back to it, but for the last 5 periods, the duo of 91 and 14 hasn't been good enough. Simple as that.
How much of that has to do with being on the road and not having?
Yeah, that's a lot. That plays into it for sure. And we may end up breaking up Rupe's line throughout this game as well, just because of the road. We'll see how things are going.
We had Campbell in the other day, and so that starts us talking about development of a player. And
You had who in, sorry?
Jack Campbell, because he was in the minors for 5
Oh, okay,
years in the
yeah.
Val system. Val was here as well. What is the discussion with coaches, or is that more front office on how do you get a player up and going and taking the next step?
Well, in a perfect world, they're in the minors,
Right.
and they learn how to play in the minors. But today's NHL, you're Russian guys, and that's the reality of it because of the salary cap. So there's more teaching with younger players today. There's more patience involved, but there has to be an understanding between the coach and the player that the ice time isn't a given, that they have to earn it. And when they're in junior, when they're in college, when they're in the minors, they play a lot. When you get up at this level, you have to help them become a good pro, but you can't have them the attitude that their ice is a given and a token. I'm going to play no matter what. Yet that has, that's some of the battle you have with young players. Some guys take it better than others.
Are Dennis and Thomas at different levels because of their age and their experience?
Yeah, I mean, Dennis has been around long enough, right? So I just had a good talk with him. And Thomas is, again, it's a tough league for a defenseman. It is. And it's not that we're unhappy with him. He's done some good things. There's some things he has to keep improving on. And it's a tough league to teach them how to do it here.
Age-wise, too.
Age-wise.
He really is young.
Yeah.
Thomas's playing style of Chicago kind of helped get him back in the lineup.
Well, this is a very good rush team. So it's reading the rush that he needs experience at. But he skates well and he moves the puck well, and we're going to need that tonight. We've got to get out of our zone, and we got to get going on the attack. So, yeah.
You said the other day Jake's not the issue. Do you see little holes in his game, or is that just?
Again, you're asking a lot from him too,
Yeah,
right?
you are.
Don't forget. Let's go back to the start of the season. He was number 4. He's in the minors. So with the injuries to everyone else, all of a sudden you're in that number 1 role. And it's so he would be the same as Thomas. You're rushing it. But that's what we have, and that's what you deal with. But we are rushing it. There's no question. He's a great kid. He's a great competitor. He's getting better. He's still learning, and he's still learning. So you got to keep that in mind of where we are with that as well.
With Jake starting both sides back-to-back, was that something you guys kind of planned when you had Scott play on Thursday?
Yeah, but he's been, he played well in here before, and he's been good on back-to-backs, and yeah.
Coaches always talk about handing the team to the players, and hopefully as the season goes on, as we get to this place.
At this point, we should just be opening the door and letting them go.
Is it, like, this game really important to see how the players respond? It's
Yeah.
almost like, I know people are going to say, oh, the coaches need to do this and press that button. But
No, the players have to, listen, you got 11 games to go. You have the 8th spot. You want it? You got to fight to keep it. You think anyone's going to give it to us? Not a chance. These teams we're playing that are out of the playoffs are hard to play against because they're loose. And we've got nothing to lose. So they are harder to play against. There's absolutely zero pressure on them. But there's pressure on us. We have to, and we have to handle it better, and we have to respond. But again, with 11 games to go, man, it's the players too. It's all of us together. There's no question about that. But they've got to accept a lot of responsibility of what's going on here, for sure.